skateboard, and Disney. Disney Extreme Skate Adventure! Developed by Toys for Bob, allowing you to skate through the worlds of Tarzan, Lion King, and Toy Story. I remember executing these wild tricks and getting to explore these iconic locations while chaining together impressive combos. Plus getting to play as beloved characters from the films with their incredible air grabs and kickflips. The game has its charm, and while it simplifies certain controls, it still captures the beloved gameplay of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater that fans of the franchise can adore. I just wanted to jump back in and see if it was as good as I remember. Before we even get to the menu, the game kicks off with an open casting call held by Activision. Activision held this for a month, where kids auditioned for a chance to be among the 10 lucky few chosen to be featured in the game as a member of the Extreme Skate Crew. But I don't want to play as one of these kids. I want to put myself in the game. And with Create a Kid, I can. Unfortunately, the customization options are somewhat limited, primarily featuring basic shirts, jeans, and shoes, but many of the items can be unlocked as you progress. There are some hidden gems you can find. This is exactly how I looked in school. Would you believe I was bullied? Now that I'm ready to take on the world, I've warped into
OllieWood.
Not Hollywood.
Because Ollie is skateboard.
It's a seaside town with a skate park, stores, and a cinema playing clips from the free movies. Plays just like any other pro skater game. The controls feel smooth and very responsive, and just like the Tony Hawk games, the levels are filled with many goals you can complete. They're your usual missions you will be accustomed to if you've played any of the Pro Skater series. In OllieWood, we get to meet some of the locals and help them out with their problems.
This thick sea air and constant fish eating has left me with a terrible thirst.
Our store is having a contest, that's right. See if you can grind and crash $1,000 worth of groceries before time runs out.
Back in the early 2000s, it wasn't uncommon to find advertising in your favorite games. Sure, a recent game I covered, Fight for New York, had the T-Mobile sidekick. Companies even launched their own games focused on their brands. The two big companies I'm talking about are Nokia and McDonald's. Each company has their own little missions for you to complete.
Hey there, kid! I just need somewhere to find me 4 ringtones for my new Nokia 5100 mobile phone and bring them back to me.
So we find the locals to provide us with these sweet beats to go with our new
5100 mobile phone.
Now that we've collected all 4 ringtones, we get our little OllieWood festival.
Oh yeah, you did it, kid! Oh, listen to this sweet, sweet music.
Even with the store, the phone model, and a giant blimp, there's a literal Mickey D's in the center of town. Hit the drive-thru and your happy underpaid worker gets you in their Uber delivery program. If the marketing script and models of their food doesn't convince you to take Ronald's meat, then the posters plastered around should convince you. And after completing every goal and being the good boy I am, I can travel to the other levels through a film reel. There are a total of 9 levels you'll be able to trick around in, set of 3 from each movie, inspired by some of the most memorable scenes, featuring gaps and spots perfect for pulling off exciting stunts, to skate and discover, with unique spots that draw inspiration from recognizable scenes. In Pride Rock, I love skating down or even jumping off the peak while doing multiple tricks. Grinding along the lines of trees are another highlight of this map. Very much like any of the other Toy Story games, I like the giant perspective, where everything is enormous. Rolling down the Hot Wheels track is fun, and when skating up through the vent, you can jump onto the toy plane, and this lets you fly around the room, getting a great view of the entire level. Throughout your adventure, you'll find a variety of goals given by the locals and familiar film characters. The Pride is offended by Scar's presence, so he dropped a boulder on the Gorilla's unhappy with being caged up by the humans, so he tossed the overboard. And Sazu wasn't happy being caged up, who we saved earlier. So what is the most child-friendly retaliation for a Disney game? If you answered, burn them to death in molten hot lava.
Congratulations, you just won yourself a new car! Just ignore the cries for help. Ah!
The missions are great, but there's a snag. Some of these are exclusive to one character. When playing as my skater in different worlds, I'll be told I can't do this goal. It's only for my homeboy Rafiki, so I have to exit out, pick Rafiki, enter the same level, and now I'm allowed to play.
Oh golly, I need some help smashing plates. But you can't do it with your cheese string arms. I need a beast of an elephant. A red one, in fact.
You know what to do.
Leave the stage, select Tandor, re-enter, and vandalize the camp.
Help, help, we need to be frozen as slush puppies. Oh, you want to help?
F you, that ain't happening. Get Cloudy Jesse on the line.
So exit stage, select Jesse, re-enter, and finally trap me in that blueberry frozen embrace for
Eternity to escape the horrors of reality.
What is the point of playing as my created kid when it's going to tell me to switch anyway? Might as well play as one of the Disney skaters instead of wasting time jumping through menus just to hit a joystick. The more goals you complete, the more items of clothing you can unlock, as well as more stages to play. Progressing through the game, you would expect the later stages to get better, but I felt the final stages you unlock don't feel as enjoyable as the stages you start off with. Not saying they're not fun to play in, but I always thought the earlier stages were just more engaging. Clayton's ship, however, was the best out of the 3 final levels I found. I loved grinding around the perimeter of the boat over the sea, as well as launching myself over the ship, and the transportation of Cthulhu.
You ever drunk Baileys from a shoe?
I just think there was just too many jungle levels in the game. There's about 6 of them. I think they could have just made levels based around other films at the time. Plus, characters were restricted to levels in their own universe. I think it would have been a lot better if we could just play as any character in any level, even if it was just for free skate mode. The only ones who can travel to all 9 stages are the Extreme Skate Crew or your created skater. I think it was a huge oversight. We get to select our character from here, and I have to say it's pretty cool using a film reel for the character select, but why are they all scared? Most character models look good, especially with its charming Disney art style. The Lion King's characters all resemble their animated counterparts. Toy Story, on the other hand, the faces look horrible. Tarzan characters are depicted as younger versions of themselves. But as we only see Jane as an adult in the movie, the developers created a child version to include her in the roster, and she just looks weird. So all the skaters have 5 different types of skill. At first, our Disney skaters start with low stats, so they don't perform that well. But by discovering these spiral gems, we can upgrade our stats from being a little beta cuck to a golden god.
The Golden God!
The best part is, these upgrades are applied to everyone, so we don't have to collect them repeatedly with different skaters. Look at how high these skill bars go, and I haven't even collected all of them yet. But you know what's really fun? Collectables. There's about 20-ish scattered around each level for every skater to find. If you collect them all, a new maneuver will be added to your arsenal of tricks. You can perform these once your special meter is full. But these collectibles are a pain to search for, and to do that for about 14 times, it's not really worth it. There are film titles hidden around for every character. If you can find it, you will unlock a new skateboard, and they are some pretty cool designs. Disney Skate Adventure is still a fun game. It just had some flaws. And why did I pick it back up again? Yeah, it was a game I had when I was a kid, and I really enjoyed it. I just really wanted to see what it was like again. For parents, this was a great buy for the kids. Bright colours, fun characters, easy to learn mechanics, a great way to keep them occupied.
Well, you do what you do best.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I had some fun revisiting some memories with this one. If you really liked the video, why don't you just give it a like? It helps me out. And if you really liked this video, why don't you give this one a watch as well? Again, thank you so much for watching my ramblings, and I hope to see you next time. Have a good one. Bye!